TRN News.
The mayor of Nashville is facing criticism for his making public interactions between ICE and Metro Nashville PD public. That information included the federal officers' names. Mayor Freddie O'Connell says he is being transparent about what's going on in his city. Congressman Andy Ogles is accusing the mayor of interfering with federal agents. East of Memphis, Saddle Creek Corporation has announced it's laying off 88 logistics workers, the company planning on permanently closing at the end of July. And reality TV stars Todd and Julie Crisley are back home in Middle Tennessee. The stars of Crisley Knows Best were in prison for conspiring to defraud banks and the IRS. President Trump this week giving them full pardons. The couple returned to their home in Belmead on Wednesday. I'm Jack Crumley.
Number one for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Some kids never smile. They're embarrassed by their crooked teeth. They want braces like the other kids, but their families can't afford them. Some may even try to straighten their teeth themselves. That can make everything worse. Luckily, there's Donated Orthodontic Services, a program from the American Association of Orthodontists. It helps provide orthodontic treatment to kids and teens whose families can't afford it. For kids who apply, are approved, and are matched with a volunteer orthodontist, it can be life-changing. Their treatment is in the hands of an expert, a licensed local orthodontic specialist who improves their smiles by correctly aligning teeth and jaws. Some kids think they'll never smile again, but Donated Orthodontic Services may help them smile with confidence. To link to the application and eligibility requirements, visit aaoinfo.org.
The Department of Homeland Security giving over $36 million to a church and school in Chattanooga because of a tornado that hit on Easter back in 2020. The Department of Homeland Security announced earlier this month it was going to provide $36.9 million to Grace Baptist Church and Academy of Hamilton County for permanent repairs from severe storms, tornadoes, straight-line winds, and flooding that resulted from an EF3 tornado. There have been mistakes and bureaucratic red tape delaying that money for years. And racing superstar Kyle Busch will be back at Nashville Superspeedway for a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series event. The Rackley Roofing 200 is planned for this Friday, May 30th. Busch will be driving the number 7 Chevrolet Silverado as he looks to secure his third NASCAR Truck Series victory at the track. Busch has 5 total wins under his belt at the Nashville Superspeedway. I'm Jack Crumley, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Tennessee Highway Patrol has released preliminary enforcement results for the 84-hour Memorial Day holiday period. In all, the THP investigated 5 fatal crashes, which resulted in 8 fatalities across the state. Officials said this marks a significant decrease compared to the 14 fatalities recorded during the 2024 Memorial Day holiday period. One of the fatalities this year was alcohol-related. The Monterey Police Department is working to make a medication used to reverse overdoses more readily available. The police department says it's expanding their partnership with the Regional Overdose Prevention Specialist to make Narcan more accessible to the community. According to a Facebook post, any adult who comes into the Monterey Police Department can request Narcan with no identification required. The city of Cookeville plans to permanently close the recycling center on South Jefferson Avenue Monday. The press release says a new recycling center will eventually reopen at a new location on West Davis Road. That release went on to say that until then, a temporary center will be installed at 760 Whitson Avenue. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. A few thunderstorms are scattered about this morning. We'll continue to see off and on shower and storm coverage through this afternoon with highs topping out around 70. It may be breezy at times with wind gusts as high as 20 miles per hour possible. We'll gradually clear out this evening with mainly clear skies expected overnight. Lows will be in the mid-50s. Saturday will feature sunny skies and highs in the upper 70s. A passing disturbance will bring scattered storm chances back to the region Sunday with highs in the upper 70s. Sunny skies will then return to start the upcoming week with highs climbing into the 80s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Oh, no. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:07 now.
Well, we're at, let's see, I know we're at Willow Window Studio, but I'm talking about weather. It's a little bit drizzly and rainy out there. 67 will be our high. We're at 64 right now, and there's just a little bit of drizzle out there.
Yeah, a few things you need to know. The Lazy Cow Creamery, which we get to see every day. They're our new neighbor.
Yeah, across the street from
Across the
Cookeville
street.
Communications.
And there's walls around their patio.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it was a great idea. So they were going to have to put a wall around their refrigeration unit or whatever it was, city code or whatever. Well, they just decided they'd just wall off their whole patio and make it like a private deal.
Oh, yeah.
And they're making it where you can lease out their patio and have like little birthday parties and stuff like that there. So great idea. I can't wait for them to get open. It looks like it's getting closer and closer every day.
Y'all have that silly old bear ready. That's the best ever.
Is it?
It's always sold out, too. Not always, but I'm saying a lot of times. So have extra, because I'm going to be across the street from you.
Right. We've been thinking about asking the city if we could put in a bank tube from there.
Yes, I'd like some ice cream, please.
Yeah, and they just shoot it over to our office.
It'd be so fun, wouldn't
Wouldn't
it?
that be great?
Instead of having to cross the street.
I don't think we're going to get that passed.
Maybe not. We'll talk to both mayors.
Yeah, we'll see what we can get done.
Well, this is something that really we need you to lift up Eddie Gaw in prayer from Lazy G Ranch, because Eddie was tossed and thrown by a buffalo yesterday.
Oh, my gosh.
And the buffalo gored him. He was airlifted to Vanderbilt, and he's in the ER, and he's waiting necessary treatment for his injuries. So please, everybody, lift him up in prayer, him and Frida from Lazy G Ranch. They just open up that ranch for folks, and they're so sweet and just have done so much for the community.
And I hate that. Eddie's
I just can't stand it.
They're just those Gaws are just good old they're good people.
Good people.
And
They just treat everybody like family.
they raised up good people.
Yeah.
And
So Jason Gaw, his son, and all the family.
treat people good all the time. I hate that. If anybody will come through that, it'll be Eddie though.
And I know those prayers will help, and I know the more people that know that can have just a chain of prayers going up and lifting him up. And Eddie Gaw in the hospital, so I hope he's going to be okay because that buffalo gored him. So he might have to have surgery or something. So.
Cookeville Regional Medical Center is going to celebrate a ribbon cutting for the new CRMC Foundation Monarch Garden located at the CRMC Cancer Center. So they got together with some people and made this beautiful garden where butterflies will come. And so
I love those butterfly
it's a
gardens.
place where, if you're going through recovery there in the Cancer Center, you can go and relax and see some butterflies.
That's such a nice addition for those that are going through treatment.
Yeah.
I just got a text. Lazy G Ranch sent to me. They were listening. Said that Eddie will be okay. No surgery is needed.
All right.
So that's great. He's so tough. Oh my goodness! It just gave me chills when I got that because I'm like, oh, good.
That's what I was thinking. He's a tough.
Well, he's in Vanderbilt, so it's like he's still got the injuries that are being treated.
Well,
but
Vanderbilt's the place to be.
we still want you to pray for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Cookeville Library, Thursday, June 5th at 2 p.m. It's Bingo and Beyond for seniors.
Bingo and beyond.
So that's something for you to do, Sheila. You're going to play bingo and eat popcorn. You like popcorn.
Well, if I'm a senior citizen, so are you.
There's going to be fun prizes. No, it cuts off at your age. I'm still not.
54 is a senior?
Yeah.
It is not. But I would play some bingo with those little ladies.
I wouldn't mind qualifying for that.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I am old, but I've liked that ever since I was a kid.
I love bingo.
There's something cute that I saw on Facebook. Chick-fil-A in Cookeville.
Yeah.
One of their employees was holding a little cat. It said, the unexpected surprise at the drive-thru. A guest had a cat hiding in their engine. And then, thankfully, one of their directors, Bill, he quickly stepped in and got that little cat out from under their engine. And it's like a kitten. It's a little black kitten.
Oh, my gosh.
So he said he's grateful to serve the community and moments like this that make days memorable at Chick-fil-A in Cookeville.
I bet it was a pleasure to serve.
Yeah, he's smiling. It's a cute picture. I don't know if you can see that after, but he's holding that little cat.
Yeah. That's pretty
I
cool.
thought that's worth mentioning. That's really sweet.
Man, that Chick-fil-A, that drive-through.
They got it going on. And I mean,
figure
it
it
may
out.
look busy, but they'll get you through in no time.
I know, it's crazy. I don't know how they
and
do
get
it.
the order right almost every
Yeah.
time. I'm so
On
impressed.
Monday, June 2nd, the city of Cookeville is going to be permanently closing the recycling center located at 1191 South Jefferson Avenue. So it was on somebody else's property, on private property, and so they need to move it. I think it's going to get moved to West Davis Road is where it'll be moving to. So even though that one's shutting down, another one's going to reopen in its place on West David Road.
Well, Skittles. This is something you need to know.
What?
They're no longer being made with titanium dioxide,
Oh, that's good.
a color additive that was banned in Europe in 2022, but yet we were still using it.
Yeah.
A lot of possible health risks with that. So thank goodness we come along 3 years later and changed it. But no, that's good. I'm sure that's not the only health risk with Skittles, but
Well, apparently Fruit Loops has a bunch of that stuff in
Do they
there
too?
Yeah.
so anything with all those colors and not good for you.
Yeah. If you look up, what Fruit Loops looks like in Europe or
Is it not the same?
almost any other country, the colors aren't near as vibrant. But in America,
In the U.S., we care about
we like our stuff.
titanium dioxide
Well,
more.
not only do we want it to taste good, we want it to be pretty.
Ooh, look how pretty. Oh, it's unhealthy? Who cares?
A little bit won't hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is cool. It's a character and princess brunch fundraiser for the Prescott South dance team. It's this Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon. They have a breakfast buffet, fun crafts, a photo booth, face painting, and of course, you get to meet your favorite characters and princesses.
Oh, you need to bring little Josie, your
Well,
grandbaby.
she's not here. Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh, she will be soon, closer. Hopefully. Oh, he's getting sad. I don't want to talk about it then.
You got any more?
That's all.
All right, I've
the
got
things we
one
need
more
to-
then. Their vendors are wanted for the pageant day at the White County Fair. They're looking for food trucks, boutiques, and small business vendors to join them on pageant day. They say it's one of the most exciting days of the fair, and that's going to be on Saturday, August the 16th.
They say it's the most exciting day of the fair.
Well, I'm sure
you were so announcery
I'm
then.
sure it is exciting. I'm sure it is one of, because I got to tell you, that demolition derby they have at the White County Fair.
I know.
Now that's exciting.
It is. I love it.
I don't know what it is about.
Are we just old school rednecks at heart?
I guess so, Sheila. I
Not
don't
making
know.
fun of it because we
No,
like it.
No. But the two best demolition derbies I've been to, White County Fair
They do it up right.
and then Fentress County.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
The first time I went and
Those
saw.
old boys mean it.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like when they're in that zone, like even when they're getting lined up, you don't mess with them. I was trying to do interviews with them.
Yeah.
I ain't got time right now. I got to fix this.
Right.
But I loved it.
Yeah.
I love being in the middle of it.
It was awesome. That was the two most fun I've been to.
Yeah, and they weren't rude. It was just more like, I'm focused. I got to win this. I got to be
Yeah.
in there. I got to do it right.
Right.
I loved all those guys. and their ladies were cheering for them.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun.
Absolutely.
That's a night of fun.
It is a night of fun, Sheila.
It's making me want to go to Demolition Derby right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm weed eating. That's
Yeah.
what he calls me when I get off topic.
Right.
So it's time for your 2 cents.
Hey,
It's
and we're
coming
back
up next.
on track.
Hey.
Here we go.
If you could have a new food franchise, what would the food be, and what would you call that restaurant place? A restaurant place. It says, what would you name the place, is what I said.
So this is if we were coming up, so it's not an existing one.
Not an existing
We're
one.
coming up with the food that we would serve in our fast food restaurant and what the name would be.
That's very good.
Okay, just wanted to break that down for everybody.
Maybe I didn't say it right, but I just made that one up myself.
Uh-huh.
Nobody helped me, and you can tell.
You might want to chat GPT some things.
I'm not good enough for him. He wants a robot.
We'll get into your
Robots wouldn't like Demolition Derby with you.
if you programmed them to, they would. Coming up, we got your 2 cents brought to you by Freedom Pond on at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. More Good Morning Cookeville on the way, so stick with us.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pond, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pond Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pond, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:20.
And I want to say hi to Dennis Bynum.
What's up?
From H2O Water Biz, big sponsor for our radio station. We appreciate you and thanks for watching.
Yeah, absolutely. That's cool. It's good to know people are watching. I talked to a guy in Chattanooga. He's from here. He lives in Chattanooga now, and so he gets up and watches every morning.
That's
and
awesome.
He said, "Man, it's so great. It keeps me connected to Cookeville and surrounding areas." And
we're sorry it has to be through us, but we're glad you're watching.
So hello, Tony McBroom this morning.
Tony!
Yeah.
We love Tony McBroom.
Yeah, he's a good one too.
Well, here's your 2 cents. It's brought to you by Freedom Pond. They are the best little pawn shop around, cleanest, friendliest
in the world.
And they are your gun and ammo store
in the universe.
Universe, I would say that, yeah.
Best in the universe.
You have not checked out that section with their guns and ammo.
Oh, come on now.
The largest selection around.
Ever in the world, in the universe.
So here's the question. If you could have a food franchise, a new one, all your own, what would the food be, and what would you name that franchise?
All right, here's been my dream, and go with me on this.
All right, I'm listening.
And this is kind of dirty. All right, just a little bit. Like,
of course it is.
It's like not bad. It's not bad. So I thought it'd be cool to name a hamburger place that makes really big hamburgers. Like that'd be the thing. You know, our hamburger's just a little bit bigger than everybody else's. And it'd be named after the guy who invented the big hamburger. And that's Mr. Jass. And his first name was Hugh. And it'd be his name, Burgers.
That's really brilliant.
Oh, Hugh.
Where are you going to eat today?
Hugh Jass Burgers.
Jass?
No, I mean, yeah, probably J.
You don't know how to spell it. You just know how to say it.
Yeah, I just think that's funny.
Hugh
Jass
Burgers.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a great name?
That'd be a pretty funny name.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's better than Fuddruckers.
That's been my dream.
I won't say that too often.
And I would also sell my ham dog there as well.
Yeah, that's right. They made that for you at the All Good Diner.
Yeah, they did.
That All Good Diner. Man, it's good too. So, if you could have a food franchise, what would the food be and what would the name of the place be? Jim said it would be Half Pint Sports Bar and Grill, featuring fried bologna sandwiches and cheese sandwiches and a bucket of beer for $20. I'm in. Featuring fried bologna and cheese sandwich.
Let's do it, man.
A bucket of beer, $20.
Let's do it. Do that.
Jim, that sounds like a success already.
Do that.
Sydney said, my dream franchise is Sid's Barbecue Grill and Chill, featuring barbecue sandwiches, hot dogs, and a variety of sides and drinks. I'd go there, too.
Sounds like a good place, too.
Now, Johnny Ferguson.
Oh, what's his? Pork rinds and mayonnaise.
Wiggly Wonka's chocolate-covered night crawlers. That Johnny, he's always got some
Wiggly Wonkas.
Wiggly Wonkas. Night crawlers.
Oh, that's great.
Trying to get to another page here to see. Good morning, Cookeville here. I put it on that too. Y'all are coming up with some good ones though.
Man,
That's it.
Have one, Sheila?
Let me see. What would I? No, I haven't thought
like
too much.
What's your signature dish? Like, what would the food be? I'll help you come up with a name for it.
What is my signature dish?
Yeah, like, I mean, if you're going to build a restaurant around something.
Mine's probably chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah. I don't want to call it.
Would you just sell like a certain piece of chicken, or would you sell the whole chicken? Are you chicken strips, chicken breasts?
I'm a breast girl.
Well, there you go. There's your name.
Breast girls chicken.
Breast girls chicken.
Would I be the face of it?
That could mean some different things.
It could.
Your staff uniforms would be key.
It'd be like Hooters.
That's what I'm saying.
So, and I would be beside your huge burgers.
Yeah. Hugh. His name's Hughes.
Hugh.
Mr. Jass, if you're nasty.
And breast girl chicken.
And breast girl chicken. Be side by side.
Oh, we don't go down that strip.
Yeah.
That's where Jason and Sheila's franchises are. It's not for kids.
Yeah, they're nasty down there.
All right. Yep, that's good. So thank y'all for playing the game with us. But
I'm trying to think of some of that.
there's no. I mean, we had like about 4 answers on that. Usually we get about 30 something. So maybe I had it. Maybe they didn't know what I meant.
Well,
It's hard to come up with clever names, but those that did really did a great
you did
job.
write that one yourself.
I write a lot of them myself, but I was really sleepy last night because I was like, oh, I haven't put up a question, and it was already like 9:30.
Well, it was funny. Both of us were invited and thought about going to the Cookeville Lifestyles magazine launch party. That was last night at Trackside. And you know what? And the weather turned out perfect for it. You know?
Yeah, it was because it wasn't real hot, and I was afraid it was going to rain, but it didn't.
It did, and it turned out great. And here's the thing. Me and Sheila, I mean, we peopled a lot yesterday. A lot. We
did.
I
was all over the place.
I mean, peopling from morning to night.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. When it came time to go to that.
And I felt guilty for not going.
I did too. I felt guilty.
By 5:30, I'm like,
because I saw other people there that I know.
and it looked like they were having fun.
Well, and I know that they had just as hard a day of peopling as we had. But you know what? They manned up and got out there.
A lot of them were younger than us, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I peopled a lot longer when I was younger.
Me too. I peopled day and night.
I didn't even get worn out.
Yeah, no. But when it came time to go to that thing, I was like, oh.
And I'm hoping, now we've got Miss Chelsea Dartez, the magazine founder, coming on the show on Monday.
Okay, good.
What if she says, you know what, y'all didn't show up for me, so I ain't coming in Monday.
Oh, well, surely.
She wouldn't do that, but
surely she understands.
she understands, but I feel bad because she's a good buddy of
She's got to
ours.
people all day too, though.
She does.
Well,
And
anyway.
then delivers those magazines, just her and her parents.
Today is Mountain Julep Day, or Mint Julep Day.
Mount Julep. Mount Juliet. You
Mount
got a new name.
That's funny. Mint Julep Day.
Well, shouldn't that be like
Around Derby time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
I don't know why it's now.
It's also Water a Flower Day. So for all of you who never can remember to water your flowers, if they're outside, Lord knows you don't have to worry about
That's
watering.
true.
Everything is so soppy right now.
Mm-hmm.
But now your indoor plants, you do need to
water.
water them.
It's the last day of school for Putnam County.
Oh, man.
Today's the last day.
Well,
And most of the ones that are already graduated, they're done. But
well, that means traffic will die down a little bit.
yes,
You'll be able to go places at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and 8 o'clock in
what
the
you
morning.
think?
Yeah.
It'll be a little different.
Traffic
maybe.
always dies down when school's out.
It's still busy around here.
Well, it's
you know,
still
we're
busy.
growing.
I know that, but traffic, it dies down. It's
3 o'clock's crazy around here when
nice.
school's going. Yeah.
It's nice. This little
nice.
this little 30 or so day break we get from school traffic. It's nice.
It's nice.
And
Is
hope
it just about 30 days?
well, yeah. I mean, they
Not
go
much more than that
They go
now.
back to school. What the end? It's the end of July, right? Isn't that what Corby
That's
King
what
said?
Corby said. Yeah.
So I mean, they were
2 months.
2 months, but maybe that'll give them enough time to finish out Jefferson down through there, because
Oh, hope
that
so.
is something else.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to travel that every day.
And coming off the interstate right there, it's
Yeah.
really it's hard to get on Jefferson.
Right. So they got a lot of finishing up, and hopefully they can get that done in the next couple of months. 6:29 now, and coming up, spoiler alert is on the way. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music, and a really curious Sydney Sweeney story.
Oh, I know you look for those.
Very,
He looks for stories about Sydney.
very curious.
He likes her acting.
She's a great actress. So we'll get to that here in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The New York Knicks staved off elimination and beat the Indiana Pacers 111-94 Thursday night in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Jalen Brunson led with 32 points, while Karl Anthony Towns had 24 and 13 rebounds. Indiana still leads the series 3-2 as they head back to Indianapolis for Game 6 tomorrow. The Edmonton Oilers will join the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final after beating the Dallas Stars 6-3 last night. The Panthers and Oilers won all 7 games in last year's finals, with Florida coming out on top. It's the first rematch in the Stanley Cup Final since 2009, when the Pittsburgh Penguins and Detroit Red Wings played each other. The Tennessee Lady Vols softball team lost in heartbreaking fashion to number 2 seed Oklahoma yesterday in the Women's College World Series 4-3. Tennessee led 3-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th when Oklahoma hit a 3-run walk-off home run. The Lady Vols will now play Florida tonight at 6 in the losers bracket. Tennessee baseball gets their postseason march started with an opening game against Miami of Ohio this evening. The Vols will throw Liam Doyle on the mound for the 5 o'clock first pitch in Knoxville. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:33.
Our guests are going to be great this morning. They are every morning, but we especially thank Wayne Cravens and Coach Bobby Wilder from Tennessee Tech. They're going to be coming in and talking about the new NIL deals and how that works and how that's going to help this area. Also, Abby Whedon, she is with Edison Hills, and she does great photography too. Edison Hills is a store on the west side. Mm-hmm. Well, she's having a vintage market that's coming up soon, and we're going to talk to her about that.
Sweet. All right, spoiler alert. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music on TV tonight. Shark Tank 2020, that's on ABC. On CBS, it's Fire Country and An Evening with Elton John and Brandi Carlile. That's going to be on CBS. Also Hollywood Squares on CBS. Happy's Place, that's Reba's show. That's on NBC. And then Dateline. And Mama June from Not to Hot on We.
I think that's already been on, and that's just a...
Says it's new.
Well, new for We, probably.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a new season.
Says it's new. I have no idea.
But I remember that show.
Well, maybe she went to Not again.
Oh, probably. That sounds mean, doesn't it?
She...
I need to take back and rewind on that.
Yeah.
I need to be thankful, grateful, and blessed.
That's right, Sheila.
Shame on me.
Well, I led you down the wrong way there, Sheila.
Oh, that usually happens.
Fault. That's my fault.
He's the little devil on the shoulder.
Let's see here. The original Broadway cast of Hamilton will reunite for a special 10th anniversary performance at the 78th Tony Awards on June the 8th.
I know you'll be sitting at the edge of your seat waiting for that.
I bet I can count on 0 hands how many times I've watched the Tony Awards. Not that I'm against anything, but I mean, I don't know anything about that.
The only kind of Tony Award he'd watch was working with old Tony Randolph.
Yeah.
You'd watch those kind
I'd watch that award. Yeah, they got a bunch of just random Tonys up there and picked one of them.
Ours would win.
I think ours would win.
Yeah.
Anthony Boyle is set to star opposite Julia Garner in The Altruist.
Oh, you know who Julia Garner is, don't you?
No.
She was the one in Ozark, the little curly-headed blonde girl.
Oh, okay.
Real Southern, real country.
Yeah.
From New York originally. The actress.
Right.
Had a great Southern accent.
It's a limited series about the rise and fall of FTX, and she's going to play Sam Bankman-Fried.
Huh.
In that.
I'll watch it for
or
her.
Anthony Boyle's going to play Sam Bankman-Fried, not her.
I've seen her play so many different things. She's really a great actress.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen her a few times there in Ozarks. I didn't watch the whole series, but she seemed good in that.
She was also played that girl that acted like she was from another country and she took people for money. She was an influencer.
Yeah.
So she had a different accent in that.
I saw the promo for that, but I never saw it.
Forget the girl's name, but our Julia did good.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yes.
Has teamed up with a natural soap brand called Dr. Squatch.
I've heard of that brand.
And they're going to release a limited edition bar called Sydney's Bathwater Bliss, made with water from her own bath.
Well, I was going to say, that brand.
I swear I am not making this up.
No, I know you're not. Now I remember seeing that on Instagram or something. But I knew that brand was kind of marketed toward men. And I was thinking, Sydney must going to have. No, it's still marketed toward men because it's going to have her bathwater in it.
According to Page 6, the idea originated from a playful commercial where Sydney Sweeney, lounging in a bubble bath, addressed dirty little boys and teased, "Are you interested in my body wash?" Then she says, "Well, you can't have it because it isn't for boys, it's for men."
Oh, my. I bet they paid a pretty penny to have her market for them.
The soap features ingredients like exfoliating sand, pine bark extract, and a forest-inspired scent. It'll be available on June the 6th. Only 5,000 bars are produced. Sydney Sweeney described the collaboration as weird in the best way, aiming to encourage men to switch to natural personal care products.
So, how many bars are you going to order, Jason?
Well, they're only making 5,000, Sheila.
5,000?
Well, I'll have to get in the queue online, and is that what they say?
Yeah.
When you get,
I'm in the queue.
I'm in the queue. What's
When you feel like something exciting is happening, and then that don't mean anything because you don't get tickets or you won't get the bar of soap just because you're in the queue.
What's Jason doing? Oh, he's in the queue.
He's in the queue for that Sydney Sweeney soap.
That Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap.
You know they ain't using her bathwater.
It says they are. That's why they're only able to make 5,000 bars of soap with it. Sheila. Duh.
She probably just put her little finger in it and said, "Yep, it's my bathwater." If that.
They should have to provide proof. You're right. There should be a certificate of authenticity.
Sealed with her kiss.
Speaking of kissing, Sheila.
What?
Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet
Yeah.
were spotted smooching courtside at Madison Square Garden.
They've been together for a long time.
I know, but this is the first time that they've been all like
Lovey-dovey.
Public displays of affection.
Well, it's about time.
PDA, as my high school principal called it.
I bet that they will get married.
Their affectionate display quickly went viral, drawing attention from both fans and media outlets. The couple, they began dating in April of 2023.
I told you for a while.
And confirmed their relationship later that year with a kiss at a Beyonce concert.
See, it's always the public display of affection.
They've made some public appearances together since then, including red carpet and other Knicks games. The kiss was good luck. The Knicks beat the Pacers, forcing Game 6 in the series.
So now they've always got to have them up front having a smooch then?
I guess.
Before the game?
I guess. I mean, that's how that works.
I'm glad I'm not wasting my life waiting on that.
Let's see if there's...
Oh, wait, I'm being mean again.
Golly, Sheila.
From hot to not.
Y'all want to hear about the Diddy trial or not?
Well, yeah, I want to know what to talk about around the water cooler.
All right. On the witness stand yesterday, a former personal assistant to Diddy testified under the pseudonym Mia. Mia recalled her time working for Diddy as chaotic and toxic. The highs were really high and the lows were really low. Just a few months into the job, Mia said Diddy, I just hate talking about.
Diddy did something bad to her.
On the night of his 40th birthday party, she told the jury human resources was only around when Puff wanted to call HR to punish you. HR was not there to protect
because
you.
he was paying them.
Right. Said Mia rented an apartment in New York City, but often stayed at Sean Combs' house. His house rules include no locks, no doors. One night she awoke to Diddy on top of her. And he wanted all the stuff that you can imagine. She said she was terrified. I was going to die with this. I didn't want anyone to know.
It sounds like a lot of these folks got involved with Diddy thinking he was a good guy. He'd made a name for himself.
Sure. I'm
and
sure
then
he put on
it's like they felt like they couldn't get out.
I'm sure he put on a nice act for people.
Because
you know?
just that video of Cassie with him in that in the motel,
Yeah.
and him coming out just
Terrible.
in a towel and just kicking her, and
Yeah.
because people were like, why didn't they just leave? I think it was more to it than that. They were scared they were going to get killed.
Well, yeah, because apparently he had made threats like that to...
And he had people around that was bodyguards and...
I mean, I don't think it's any secret. Diddy's a bad dude.
Yeah.
He's
mean.
Yeah, he's just a bad guy.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
A lot of alleged evil went down.
Let's say allegedly on that.
And taking
so.
advantage, allegedly taking advantage
Yeah.
of people and scaring them and just mentally breaking them down too.
Hopefully the rain will subside and we can all get outside and do something this weekend, or maybe you want to go to the movies. Karate Kid Legends is on at the big screen, and Ralph Macchio is in that. So is Jackie Chan. And
you know, the previews look really good with that, and I love that Jackie Chan is in it, and then they're paying homage to Pat Morita, who played Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
I love that.
Here's what the critics are saying about it, if you care what critics say. It's warm, it's breezy, it's a burst of summery family fun that is sure to inspire long looks back at the old movies and Cobra Kai episodes, while sparking renewed interest in martial arts apprenticeship. Anyone would get a kick out of it. See how they did there? They'd get a kick out of it because it's a karate movie.
I get it. You did good reading that too. I could hear your voice on the big screen.
Oh, wouldn't that be a great gig?
Yeah.
I'd love to be the inner world guy, but
Oh, who's that guy that was so great? Fontaine?
yeah, he's passed
I
now.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe you could be the next one.
They've already found them 2 or 3.
Like I even know who they are.
We don't know who they are yet, but there's
They're no
there's
Fontaine, Mr. Fontaine, or
there's
Mr.
several
Ryder.
in a world guys out there. They're making bank.
Not like him.
No, not like him
they're
yet.
not him.
No. But they're pretty good, Sheila. I mean, I think they're pretty good. And
I was rooting for you. Come on.
There's another movie called Bring Her Back. It's a horror movie. A brother and sister uncover a terrifying ritual at the secluded home of their new foster mother.
Ooh, a ritual. I don't like those.
Yeah, so that's on as well.
So your wife Donna will be going seeing that.
Probably.
She likes the scary movies.
She's into all that. So yeah, she probably wouldn't mind seeing that. But coming up, we've got The Real Good. That's on the way. And also
Ask Jason.
Ask Jason. That's coming up too. So stick around. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. A few thunderstorms are scattered about this morning. We'll continue to see off and on shower and storm coverage through this afternoon with highs topping out around 70. It may be breezy at times with wind gusts as high as 20 miles per hour possible. We'll gradually clear out this evening with mainly clear skies expected overnight. Lows will be in the mid-50s. Saturday will feature sunny skies and highs in the upper 70s. A passing disturbance will bring scattered storm chances back to the region Sunday with highs in the upper 70s. Sunny skies will then return to start the upcoming week with highs climbing into the 80s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
When severe weather strikes, every second counts. Stay ahead of the storms with your hometown stations of Cookeville Communications, your trusted source for live, local, and accurate weather coverage with Anthony Taylor at Upper Cumberland Weather.
This is where your tornado warning is currently in effect, and we want you to be in your tornado safe spot right now.
We're always watching.
And this will be moving over the triple point of Van Buren County, White County, and Cumberland County here soon.
We're always ready.
All these locations need to be in your tornado safe spot now. If you're out driving, listening to us on the radio, you need to be getting off the road. You need to be getting into a substantial structure.
From breaking storm alerts to up-to-the-minute radar updates, our team is on the air, around the clock, keeping you and your family informed and safe when severe weather threatens the Upper Cumberland region and Middle Tennessee. When severe weather happens, be ready and stay ahead of the storms. With 94.7, The Country Giant, 98.5 KISS FM, 106.1 The Eagle, 107.7 Grace FM, and Hub Plus on your Roku device.
It's the weather you need when you need it.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:48.
Well, a high today is going to be around 70, like in the upper 60s. We've got 65 and a little bit of rain in the area.
Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. This is great. This is from right here in Cookeville, too.
We got a Real Good that went national?
We got a Cookeville Real Good.
I love that.
About 30 years ago, Amanda Juten, I hope I'm saying the last name right, Juetten, Juten of Cookeville, enrolled in college, but she never finished because she put her schooling on hold to raise 5 kids. Amanda's life got turned upside down in 2020 when she lost her vision completely because of an eye condition. School once again became part of her life as she traveled to the Colorado Center for the Blind, where she spent 8 months learning life skills and Braille, mobility, cooking, and a whole lot more, all taught by instructors who were also blind. So she comes back to Tennessee, keeps growing and learning. She enrolled at Tennessee Tech in 2022 and worked toward a degree in professional studies with a focus on organizational leadership. Earlier this month, that all paid off for Amanda. She walked across the graduation stage with her loyal guide dog, Colonel, by her side and received her diploma. Amanda was determined to not let blindness slow her down and even used it as a springboard for bigger career goals. She said, blind people are not sitting in their basement waiting for the end. They're out there living their lives, and I want to do that too.
I love that story, and I love that it's right here. There's always a Cookeville connection.
Man, how great is that? Way to go, Amanda. Another real good story. The National Hockey League playoffs are in full swing, and some of the best hockey players in the world competing for a Stanley Cup. And on June 6th, the National Hockey League will present something called the Stanley Pup, which features rescue dogs representing the 32 NHL teams showing off some fun skills during a 90-minute competition. The Stanley Pup will be televised and will also be a big push for pet adoption, with many of the dogs available for forever homes after the show is over.
You know I love that.
One of the organizers of the show, Steve Mayer, is excited to see how the dogs perform and is also excited for families across the country to open their homes to rescue pets. He says, we love being able to support great causes and knowing that even more participating dogs will find permanent homes this year is very fulfilling for the league. And we can't wait to see what fun this year's friendly competition brings as the players hit the Stanley Pup rink.
I bet they'll get adopted and somebody names one of their pups Stanley.
Oh, I think that'd be cute.
Thank you, Jason.
Well, to Amanda from right here in Cookeville and to the National Hockey League, y'all are real good. All right, Sheila.
It's time for Ask Jason. He has got 7 correct this week. Remember, Monday we were off for Memorial Day.
Yeah, so don't think I scored that low for real.
But you could have a chance at 10 total.
Yeah, that's not great, though.
That's pretty good. You've done well this week. This topic is about your average person.
Great.
All 3 questions about average person.
These are hard.
I do think those are the hardest.
Yeah, because there's no real
topic.
Right.
It can be just anything. Now, according to a recent survey, Jason, the average adult will use about 100 of these in a year. What are they?
Bars of soap.
No, but that's really good. It does have something to do with the bathroom. Average adult will use about 100 of these in a year.
It does have something to do with the bathroom. Toilet paper.
Yay! That's right. Part of me wanted to say, and it's real popular at Halloween, but that would have really given it away.
Well,
toilet paper.
That's
You
the
go
only thing
in.
I can think of that use that many of soap or toilet paper.
Yeah, I would think every bit of that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Now what?
All right.
Now you're at 8.
All right. All right. All right.
Now your second question
Yeah.
about average people. The average person goes through about 170 of these a year. What are they? You don't do this.
170.
170 of these per year. After lunch, a lot of people likes to do this.
Nap.
No, but that's good. I like that answer better. I just want to give it to you on that. It's not the answer.
Brush their teeth.
Close.
Floss.
It's something you don't do. So I know you brush your teeth. You probably floss. But after lunch, you people were like, have you got any
candy?
Close.
Gum?
Yay! Oh.
I don't think you ought to give that to me,
9.
Sheila. I don't think you should give that
I'm
one.
giving it to you.
I think that's
But,
terrible.
I mean, you would have never gotten it. That's like that. That was real hard.
These, because it's just average American.
It's the same question with different stats is what it is. Because this third one now, the average person will use about 650 gallons of this per year. What is it?
Gallons. So buying things in gallons.
You look for the most affordable price on this a lot of times.
So the only thing I can think that you buy in gallons is milk or gas.
And what's your answer? One of those is right.
And I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Usually goes up when you're traveling.
Gas.
Yay, you got all 3 right. You got 10 right for the win.
All right.
Yay, Jason.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I think you did really good this week. You always do good on the questions.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Sheila. You've given some great hints this week too.
Yeah, I've tried. Yeah. I felt sorry for you on that because the average person ones are my least favorite when I have to answer them.
Well, because they're so general and broad.
Very general, and then you're just like throwing stuff out there. So I did feel like I needed to give you good hints on that.
Hey, this is interesting too. You remember when we were kids, they had near beer, all that, and everybody's like, what in the world would anybody want that for? Remember that?
And they were thinking that they were trying to market it toward kids because it wasn't beer, really.
You remember that, right?
I remember it.
And everybody's like, that's nasty. O'Doul's comes out like, you're going a little too far. Like, why? Why would anybody want that? Why would anybody want that?
Yeah.
How many times you hear that? Why would anybody want that?
Right.
Non-alcoholic beer has overtaken ale
really?
as the second largest beer sales category by volume worldwide.
I'm shocked at that.
Yeah.
So it's non-alcoholic beer. This is not sodas or anything like that. It's supposed to taste like beer, but not really be beer.
The IWSR, whatever they do, they're part of the industry of the beer industry. They're projecting that no alcohol beer will grow by 8% annually through 2029. Gen Z drinks less than prior generations. Huh.
We're X. They're Z.
Right. So
I have to think for a minute because I'm like, what am I?
Yeah, we're X.
I could care less. I just care if I like you or not. I don't care what season you're in.
Younger drinkers use buzzwords like sober curious and damp lifestyle to describe moderate alcohol intake.
I thought I was
sober curious.
I thought I was cool and trying to keep up with the hip stuff and trying to, all these words and stuff they use nowadays. So much words.
Well, and choosing to live the damp lifestyle.
I don't even care what that is.
Do you drink? No, but I do have a damp lifestyle.
That sounds so boring. I don't mean that you have to drink to be fun. I'm just saying damp lifestyle.
I am sober curious.
Here's what I say. No, thank you. I don't want a beer. And then I'll have a ginger ale or a Diet Coke.
I can't wait to tell my buddies that.
It's just like, why?
Hey, you want to go out and grab a beer? Yeah, I'm a little sober curious today.
Oh, my goodness. They would make fun of you. Sober curious.
Oh, my goodness.
Sober curious.
Hey,
with a non-alcoholic beer.
Coming up, we got some great guests. We're going to learn a lot about NIL deals.
Yeah. Yes, with Wes Cravens. Wayne Cravens and Bobby Wilder, Coach Bobby Wilder from Tennessee Tech, and Abby Whedon from Edison Hills.
All right.
And a vintage.
She's not part of the NIL
She's
deal.
not. She's coming in at 7:30.
That's a completely separate
She'll
guest.
talk about the vintage market she's got coming up.
All right, that's all coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Y'all, appreciate you watching.
TRN News.
A major effort to rebuild historic Claiborne Temple underway after a fire last month, with a $1.5 million donation kicking off the campaign. The grant comes from the African American Cultural Heritage Action Fund and marks the first step in restoring the Civil Rights era landmark. The church played a pivotal role in the 1968 sanitation workers' strike that brought Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to Memphis. City leaders and activists say the building will rise again, stronger than before. The fire has been ruled an arson, and a $10,000 reward is offered for tips on the suspect. Meantime, reality TV stars Julie and Todd Crisley are back home in Tennessee after a presidential pardon. The stars of Crisley Knows Best were serving time behind bars for conspiring to defraud the IRS and banks. They were in the process of appealing their convictions when President Donald Trump announced full pardons. The couple returned to the home in Belmead on Wednesday. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking and picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by setting a quit date. Then I threw out my ashtrays, lighters, and matches. I did other things too, like exercising more, and it worked. But I'd still get cravings, especially on long car rides. To help me with that, I put a picture of my mother in my car. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was only 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I don't want to miss all the things my daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Demonstrators gathered outside Congressman David Kustoff's Memphis office to protest his support for President Donald Trump's Big Beautiful Bill. The rally on Wednesday was part of a national push called Operation No Silence, No Surrender. Protesters voiced concerns about proposed cuts to health care and SNAP benefits, accusing Kustoff of ignoring calls for a town hall. Health officials reporting West Nile virus present in some mosquitoes collected in Davidson County. The pest management team found the illness in insect samples taken from a mosquito pool off Neely's Bend Road in the Madison area. It's the first time West Nile has been found in the county this year. No human cases of the virus have been reported. Country singer Alex Miller's drummer Mark Laws is dead after being shot in Claiborne County. The shooting happened on Sunday in Cumberland Gap when an argument between Laws and his grandson Maxwell Madden allegedly escalated to deadly violence. The 62-year-old Laws also previously played for Little Jimmy Dickens, Larry Cordell, Bill Carlisle, and more. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Tennessee Highway Patrol has released preliminary enforcement results for the 84-hour Memorial Day holiday period. In all, the THP investigated 5 fatal crashes, which resulted in 8 fatalities across the state. Officials said this marks a significant decrease compared to the 14 fatalities recorded during the 2024 Memorial Day holiday period. One of the fatalities this year was alcohol-related. The Monterey Police Department is working to make a medication used to reverse overdoses more readily available. The police department says it's expanding their partnership with the Regional Overdose Prevention Specialist to make Narcan more accessible to the community. According to a Facebook post, any adult who comes into the Monterey Police Department can request Narcan with no identification required. The city of Cookeville plans to permanently close the recycling center on South Jefferson Avenue Monday. The press release says a new recycling center will eventually reopen at a new location on West Davis Road. That release went on to say that until then, a temporary center will be installed at 760 Whitson Avenue. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. A few thunderstorms are scattered about this morning. We'll continue to see off and on shower and storm coverage through this afternoon with highs topping out around 70. It may be breezy at times with wind gusts as high as 20 miles per hour possible. We'll gradually clear out this evening with mainly clear skies expected overnight. Lows will be in the mid-50s. Saturday will feature sunny skies and highs in the upper 70s. A passing disturbance will bring scattered storm chances back to the region Sunday with highs in the upper 70s. Sunny skies will then return to start the upcoming week with highs climbing into the 80s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Oh, no. Every morning feels so bright, with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 707.
Well, I'm a lucky girl this morning. 3 handsome guys in here with me. I love that. We've got Wayne Cravens and Bobby Wilder, Tennessee Tech football coach, Coach Wilder. And there's a lot of exciting things going on, especially the NIL that we really want to touch on. And this is really going to be important for this area too, isn't it?
We think it's absolutely necessary for the university and for the success that Coach Wilder is working so hard to deliver.
How does that, when you're out recruiting, Coach? I mean, are kids, expecting some of the higher ranked kids, are they expecting an NIL deal now from everyone?
Well, no, the best analogy I can give you is not unlike us sitting here. We work hard at our job, and if we do well, we'd like to receive some additional compensation for that. So what you're finding now is the better athletes in all sports. This isn't just football.
Right.
We're talking women's basketball. Kim Rosemond's working hard to repeat the championship and recruit the best talent and keep the best talent. So we're all experiencing this in college athletics. I'll first of all say I'm a fan of the players having the opportunity to receive additional compensation. I tell people this all the time. We're an SEC country. I'm a big Tennessee fan. I'm a Vanderbilt fan. They're 2 of our Division I state schools. I want them to win. Well, before the SEC kicks a ball in the air this year, each school is going to receive about $75 million in a TV package. Well, none of us in this room are turning the TV on to watch me coach or an administrator at the game. We're turning in to watch the amazing talent that's on the field. They're the performers, so they should receive some compensation. What Wayne and I are doing together, very proud of the fact that Wayne, a former player at Tech, somebody who loves Tech, is directing our Golden Eagle Collective. Right now it's focused on football, men's and women's basketball. Other sports will come online in time, and Wayne is the gatekeeper, if you will. Our job is to partner with local businesses help promote the local businesses, and then in return, they're helping us bring some of the best talent in America to Tennessee Tech University.
It's going to change things here. I really do think. I think it's going to be, it's so important that we support this. And I know, of course, you got a happy hour coming up at Midtown Social on June 9th.
Yeah, we love a good happy hour, don't we, Wayne?
We love a good happy hour.
Come one, come all.
Social, they've been really supportive of Tennessee Tech the whole time. Anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that place is so fun. It's so classy.
Sure.
I'm looking here at some drinks that they've got available too. The Wilder Reserve.
Yeah, highly recommend that for anyone who likes an old-fashioned.
Is this your favorite drink, and that's why they named it after you too?
That is. We worked in partnership with the leadership over there at Midtown Social to create some fun football drinks.
I love it. It's made with Woodford Reserve, ginger beer, Bob's maple syrup, orange bitters, and garnished with an orange slice.
Yeah.
Classy yet delicious.
Then we got the two.
That's the kind of spokesperson that's getting coached up over there. So if you're a business and want in on this NIL collective, they're getting coached up by a guy not only can coach football, but can coach you to do those great lines.
We're here for you. We'll promote your business.
Then we got the 2-point conversion. That's Crown Royal apple, then peach schnapps, and cranberry and sour.
That sounds
I like
great.
that too.
Classy and delicious.
And a little sweet and sour like myself.
Yes.
Surprise on the side. That's a shot of Terramana Respondo tequila.
That sounds too fancy.
It's a shot of tequila.
Yeah.
It is. It is. And the surprise on the side is a play on words for a surprise onside kick during the game, which you may see this year if you come to Tucker Stadium. You may see this.
Oh, I hope so. I went to.
It's rare. It's like sighting a dinosaur or the Loch Ness Monster. I went on the side.
I got to make it to 2 games this past year.
Outstanding.
And one, I took my dad, who's a graduate of Tech, and he remembers going there, back in the 60s and watching. And he was, we were talking about all the great players and all this stuff that had been through Tech and that he had seen come through Tech. And but we had the absolute best time. We talked about, we still talk about that. We went to a Tennessee game last year too, but when we started talking about football, we're like, boy, we had a good time at the Tennessee, at the Tech game, because you were right there. You're in the game. It's not like you're at, Neyland Stadium and you're sitting 1,000 rows up, and all that stuff.
Bring your dad next year. You tell him I said he'd come down. I'll give him my headset.
Well, he'll probably try to tell you some plays.
Well, and I would add 2 things. One, you've been to Neyland Stadium.
Yeah.
You've been now to Tucker Stadium, and of course it's in construction.
Right.
All right. You're going to get 7 opportunities this next year because of some things the coach and President Oldham did. But what Coach is bringing to this is that going to Neyland is like a all-day event that you're worn out.
Sure.
We have an opportunity coming up that we're going to be able to go enjoy really competitive football in our backyard.
Well, I think that's the thing, is that it was fun football to watch. It wasn't boring. It was a fun brand of football to watch, the Golden Eagles play. And even at times where, the other team started doing good, not once did you think during that, well, we're out, because it's such a fun, fast-paced brand of football. It was just fun to watch. We had a blast.
I think that's what Coach Wilder brings to it too. You pump those guys up.
Sure. Yeah, we want it to be a good experience. We want people to come enjoy the game, and biggest thing we want to do is send people home happy.
Yeah.
Come see us win a football game. We were 4-1 last year at home. The goal was to be undefeated. We lost 1 game on a last-second field goal, and that's going to be the goal this year, is that people come to Tucker Stadium 7 times and they go home happy 7 times.
Yeah.
There is just I feel like you do this so well. The discipline along with, we'll have fun, but we're going to get it done first.
Sure. Yeah.
And I think that's a hard thing to do.
Philosophy of the program is aim high. It's about people, student athletes. So developing young people. The goal is to develop future leaders of America, and then academically have them do well. And I'm proud to announce that we had 90 players on our team in the spring, and we had the highest semester GPA in 54 years for football at Tennessee.
Wow.
They had a combined 3.15 GPA. So have them do well academically, which is going to lead to success in life. And I firmly believe that carries over on the football field. If you're a good person, you've got the right mindset, you do well in school, then you're going to be happy playing football and really enjoy it. And that's the goal of the program. That's the aim high philosophy.
Most smart guys play better football, right?
I agree. Dumb guys throw interceptions, and the coach gets fired.
Yeah.
And they can't recover as quick, and they can't get out of their head.
Get fired again.
No. We got more with Wayne Cravens and Coach Bobby Wilder coming up, and how you can get involved with the NIL Collective, and more about how that works here locally, and how if you're a business or an individual, maybe you can get involved with that. That's all coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back. Hang on.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The New York Knicks staved off elimination and beat the Indiana Pacers 111-94 Thursday night in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Jalen Brunson led with 32 points, while Karl Anthony Towns had 24 and 13 rebounds. Indiana still leads the series 3-2 as they head back to Indianapolis for Game 6 tomorrow. The Edmonton Oilers will join the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final after beating the Dallas Stars 6-3 last night. The Panthers and Oilers won all 7 games in last year's finals, with Florida coming out on top. It's the first rematch in the Stanley Cup Final since 2009, when the Pittsburgh Penguins and Detroit Red Wings played each other. The Tennessee Lady Vols softball team lost in heartbreaking fashion to number 2 seed Oklahoma yesterday in the Women's College World Series 4-3. Tennessee led 3-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th when Oklahoma hit a 3-run walk-off home run. The Lady Vols will now play Florida tonight at 6 in the losers bracket. Tennessee baseball gets their postseason march started with an opening game against Miami of Ohio this evening. The Vols will throw Liam Doyle on the mound for the 5 o'clock first pitch in Knoxville. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:19 now.
And with us are 2 guests. Wayne Cravens is with the Golden Eagle Collective, and Bobby Wilder, you know him as a football coach at Tennessee Tech. And we are talking about the Golden Eagle Collective. And tell us a little bit about, but kind of break that down to how that's going to help our athletic students. Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. It's they receive some additional compensation. Most of the student athletes receive some form of scholarship, unlike Josh Heupel in Tennessee, who have 85 full scholarships for their players. We have 63, and some of ours we break them up. So there's maybe 40 players that are getting a full package.
I didn't know that. Why is there a difference?
All the best players. That's the difference between FBS, the highest level, and FCS.
Oh, okay. All right.
Then you go to Division II, which is 36, and so on and so
Sure.
forth. So, but when it comes to our collective, unlike Josh Heupel, who I'm a big fan of, by the way, Wayne, because he put his foot down with the quarterback and said enough's enough. I won't go into all the details of that story, but Josh helped every head coach in America when he did that. Now, when you look at a school like Tennessee Tech, the majority of our best players might be getting in the range of $10,000 over the year. They're 1099 employees, so taxes come out. Eventually, what it gets to is about $150 per week. So you're talking about some money to put gas in your car, maybe take your girlfriend to a movie, maybe buy your mom a gift.
That's
in
not a
while.
lot.
No, they're not getting rich, and there's a lot of misconceptions out there about NIL, and what we're doing with the Golden Eagle Collective is making ourselves competitive at our level, the FCS level of football. Big picture, North Dakota State's the best team in America at our level. They won the national championship. That's who we're chasing.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be national champion eventually, so we're just trying to make ourselves competitive with schools like North Dakota State.
So what do they? So have they been like NODAC? You're right. They've been the national champion for several years in a row.
They're the last 14.
Yeah, ridiculous program they have there. How long have they been doing a collective in NIL, or are they just getting started too?
No, they've been as long as it's been available.
2018.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you go back to that time. So they've North Dakota State, South Dakota, Montana State, four best teams in America.
Right.
All have collective, all have additional scholarships through cost of attendance through their university. So they're maximum what they're capable of doing. And Wayne's done a great job studying those schools. We've done the same thing. Wayne and I collaborate all the time on here's the best teams, here's what they're doing, here's what we're going to do at Tennessee Tech.
Right.
And I may add, if you caught it, Sports Illustrated ranked the schools in the FCS on how they did during the portal, which is another thing that has changed football.
Sure, yeah.
And Tennessee Tech and Coach came up number 3 in the nation.
Holy smokes, that's great.
Yeah, that's the class was ranked by Sports Illustrated out of 130 FCS teams. We were ranked number 3 in the country in terms of the best players we recruited, and a lot of it had to do with Wayne, with the collective, with the people that have supported us, local businesses that have already hopped in. So that just goes to show you we're looking to take that number 3 recruiting ranking and turn that into number 3 national ranking, national playoffs. And I will add, the national championship game this year for FCS is January 5th, 2026 in Nashville.
Really?
At Vanderbilt Stadium.
Well, it'd be the best time in the world to go do it, wouldn't it?
We'd love to
he'd love to be taking it right.
West, wouldn't we, Wayne?
Yeah, sleep in your own bed the night before, and
let's go.
I like it.
Roll.
That'd be great. So, if a business wants to get involved, or a person wants to get involved, I know in some of the bigger schools that I've read about and heard about, you could become a monthly member or whatever that is, where you can just every month it comes out of your checking account. It's it's not for maybe the big spenders, but the $50, $100 a month.
Jason, you're exactly right, and I think there are two key components to the collective and a successful collective execution. Number one is the fan base and the alumni, and in a broad way, reaching out to them and having them become members of the collective. We're about to embark on a founders campaign, but you're right, for as little as $20 a month. I mean, you can't really buy a Big Mac meal deal, once a month. That's what you're giving up.
I miss those days.
That's what you're giving up to support these athletes and this program and this school.
You're helping your community. This is really good for the community.
We
for
know.
the students. Yeah.
We know that it enhances winning sports, enhances the spirit, the experience for the students at the school, and that impacts enrollment. And enrollment impacts our community in a
They always
significant way.
say sports is the front porch to the university. Yeah.
Right. So memberships are key, and we really are trying to elevate our numbers of memberships. But the thing that has been so helpful to us thus far has been partnerships with local businesses, and we're still making progress on that. We've had some real key supporters who have stepped up, and they recognize not only the bigger vision of Coach Wilder, the impact on the community, but they not only care about tech and the program, but they also realize the business investment that they are getting and receiving. We expect to have up to 250,000 impressions on social media in this month that is going to be centered around our business partnerships and our players. So brand alignment with our football program, basketball programs, and actual players.
I'm very excited about that. What Wayne just mentioned, the partnerships. For example, we just talked about Midtown Social.
Yes, June 9th.
I'm going this morning to go see Chris McCall, E.T. McCall Furniture. Chris is partner.
Great guy.
So, yeah, being able to promote the local businesses and get the word out through all of our platforms. I've got about 50,000 followers on all my platforms, and I promote all the local businesses. I buy.
Well, how do people say no to Coach Wilder?
Oh, it's
it's
hard to say no to Coach Wilder. If you can, I can tell you personally.
You'll be shocked. Every now and then people actually say no, and I go, what?
What? I really believe in this. I'm passionate.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I'm shocked as well.
Thank God he didn't say no.
You need to start working, and I do declare. Yeah.
Coach's passion.
Yeah.
Coach's passion is genuine, and people understand that.
You can't fake that.
No, you can't fake it. And I've seen people that are hardcore business people that have become big sponsors and partners of our collective, of Golden Eagle Collective, and of Coach Wilder. Saxony has become a huge sponsor and partner with us to help provide housing for students. That makes a big difference when he goes out and tries to recruit.
This number 3 class, to Wayne's point, that we just signed.
Yes.
15 of these top players are moving into Saxony.
The new apartment, the new condos at Saxony.
Oh, wow.
Smart for them to do that too.
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
great partnership with Saxony, the promotions, everything they're going to receive, and a big help for us. I use this analogy. It's not unlike business. You're successful in business. If you're trying to recruit a top person to come work for you, you better have your ducks in a row. Because everybody else is trying to get that top person.
That's
so
right.
What are you going to do? And by having these partnerships that Wayne's been talking about, it's really helped us in the recruiting phase.
Well, how do, like, if a business is listening and they're thinking, well, I want to get involved with this, how do they get involved with the Golden Eagle Collective?
Well, two things I would tell you. Number one, that we have on our website, which is www.goldeneaglecollective.com, we have partnership levels. And it tells them the benefits that they would get. But in all cases, whether they're at the smallest benefit or the largest benefit, we are going to promote them heavily through social media, through the coaches' social media, the players, et cetera. So they can get involved directly through cash contributions, writing a check, and I'm not anyone's accountant, but I will tell you that most people marketing and advertising, it is a deduction to that business. Another way that they are getting involved is through things like Midtown Social or the Cigar 18
Club 1270.
Club 1270.
Jacinto.
Yeah, and where they are packaging, and we have some other things coming out. We're going to be dual branded, brand alignment, where they are packaging something where they're using some of the proceeds of the sale of a service or a product that will be directed to the collective.
Right.
So it's a win-win scenario. The more they sell, and the more we can help them promote their services and their products, the better
they
we
need
have.
to stop by Club 1270 for a Golden Eagle cigar.
Oh.
We have our own cigar. $2 from every cigar goes to the Golden Eagle.
Oh, that's great.
It's a delicious cigar, I might add.
Now, are you a cigar aficionado, or like
I will occasionally enjoy some conversation at Club 1270 with a quality cigar.
Okay, all right. Because I don't know anything about cigars. I'm not a cigar guy. But
the best part about it is the
them.
conversation. We could be sitting here right now just having a cigar and we're talking.
I think that was so needed in this community, and people have really, really embraced that club too. And I think that's a great addition to our community too.
I've met a number of local business people that I did not know
Yeah.
before. Just stopping in there.
Yeah, we even actually have businesses that are not even local that have come on board to be sponsors, and that is a testament again to Coach, and a testament to some of our alumni's, passion about seeing Tennessee Tech become a championship.
I mean, if you need a washing machine in Maine, go to Agron Appliance.
That's right.
They're the Amazon of appliances in Maine.
And they ship.
And they ship. Agron Appliance, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
So the backstory is when I was coaching at Maine, I recruited this player, Jason Agron, and we just stayed in touch. I coached him. This was 30 years ago. He takes over his dad's business, has 2 stores, and turns it into 5 stores in a distribution center. Now he's a very successful businessman. Well, now he's one of Tennessee Tech's top supporters.
Really?
We just kept this friendship up.
He loves his coach.
He comes to our games now. He doesn't support the University of Maine where he went to school. He supports Tennessee Tech.
That's awesome.
That says a lot about how much he loves Coach Wilder.
Right? Yeah.
The Amazon appliances in Maine.
Right.
Yeah.
Agron Appliance, ladies and gentlemen.
And make sure you give your director of positivity a good pet and hug, because you got a
Oh,
dog.
boy, I
that
sure
kinda
will.
relieves some of
Yeah,
the stress.
Khaleesi, she's in the trailer park right now, keeping an eye on all the coaches.
Oh, really?
Wagging the tail, spreading the love.
Well,
She's the-
that way she can keep them all under control. Is that what it
She's
is?
Did I
the
tell you that?
assistant
She made
coach.
national news. This site, Unnecessary Roughness, a football site, has 170,000 followers. They posted 2 days ago, they said the biggest news in college football today. Khaleesi is named Director of Positivity at Tennessee Tech.
Oh, that's great.
You can't make this up.
You can't make it up.
Guys, thanks so much for being here this morning. We
our
appreciate
pleasure.
it. Thanks for the info on the collective. And, it not only benefits the players, it benefits the team, the school, the community, really the entire Upper Cumberland. Because if Coach and the team start winning natties like Nodak State, then this place is going to be known. And, I mean, Tech's going to grow like crazy.
That's the goal.
Which it already is. So just adding fuel to the fire. But thanks so much for being here this morning.
Pleasure.
Really do appreciate
Yeah,
it.
wings up, everybody.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we've got Abby Whedon. She's got the Vintage Market. We'll talk to her about that coming up here in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville. Live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. A few thunderstorms are scattered about this morning. We'll continue to see off and on shower and storm coverage through this afternoon with highs topping out around 70. It may be breezy at times with wind gusts as high as 20 miles per hour possible. We'll gradually clear out this evening with mainly clear skies expected overnight. Lows will be in the mid-50s. Saturday will feature sunny skies and highs in the upper 70s. A passing disturbance will bring scattered storm chances back to the region Sunday with highs in the upper 70s. Sunny skies will then return to start the upcoming week with highs climbing into the 80s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
When severe weather strikes, every second counts. Stay ahead of the storms with your hometown stations of Cookeville Communications, your trusted source for live, local, and accurate weather coverage with Anthony Taylor at Upper Cumberland Weather.
We have additional storm activity extending up into Smith County, on up into Gainesboro. This is not severe, just some heavy rain.
We're always watching.
Heed my warning. You're under a tornado warning right now. Very likely a tornado heading your way.
We're always ready.
The storm cluster will be moving towards Lafayette and Hartsville and northern portions of Smith County within the next 30 minutes.
From breaking storm alerts to up-to-the-minute radar updates, our team is on the air, around the clock, keeping you and your family informed and safe when severe weather threatens the Upper Cumberland region and Middle Tennessee. When severe weather happens, be ready and stay ahead of the storms. With 94.7, the Country Giant, 98.5 KISS FM, 106.1 The Eagle, 107.7 Grace FM, and Hub Plus on your Roku device.
It's the weather you need when you need it.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:35.
Abby Wheaton is with us. She is the owner of Edison Hills. It is down by the west side. And if you have not checked out that store, you really need to, because it is just full of everything cool and vintage vibe. And then you have workshops too.
Yeah.
I will let you describe kind of what your store is. It's really great.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. The store is kind of three concepts. The front portion is the retail portion where we sell curated vintage clothing and home goods. But we also have all kinds of modern gift items like greeting cards and puzzles and just little like items that are great to wrap up and give as a present.
Local artists that make those cards too, isn't it?
They are U.S.-based artists. Most of them do letterpress or block printing, so they are like U.S. made. But I bring them in from wherever I find them. I just have what I like in the store.
And it's really great stuff that you can't find anywhere else. That's what's great.
Yeah, a lot of the items are basically they're not one of a kind, but they're one of a kind here, and that I only have one of them. And then we have a workshop classroom where we do crafts and workshops every week. So on Friday night from 4 to 7, we do crafts, which are self-paced. We just have out all the materials to do whatever the activity is. And then on Saturdays, we have workshops where we bring in local instructors to teach courses on mostly art, but we do also have charcuterie with Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's an art in itself, too, especially the way he does it.
Yes, the way he does it, yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, the focus on presentation they're beautiful. The boards are always come out so good. And then Trey from 1854 is doing a cocktail class. So we have a mixture of things, but yeah, we have a workshop pretty much every Saturday. And then the back third is my photo studio. So I just do portraits there, which you guys are familiar with.
Yeah. I mean, you are the main photographer for Cookeville Lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So usually the cover art that you do and even some of the featured articles, you take photos of all the subjects and the folks that are in the magazine and do a fantastic job. You have such an eye.
Thank you so much.
So how did you dream of this concept with your Edison Hills and the three different layers of really the store?
Yeah, it's just a combination of all the things that I've been doing for a long time, kind of being able to come to life together in one creative space. Kind of feels like a big playground for me of just like everything that I do. Edison Hills actually started as the name that I was making earrings under. So I was making and selling polymer clay earrings when I was living in DC. And then that's when I began teaching workshops in polymer clay while I was in DC. And that's where I learned the workshop classroom model within a retail space, because I was working at a place called Shop Made DC, and it was all local artists that were living in the district. And then they would have those artists come in and teach classes. So that's when I learned about how to teach these little, few hour classes, people coming in for like a fun thing to do, like an activity encapsulated in like a come in and do this one activity and then leave, not like a full length course. And then ever since, I just have wanted to bring it to Cookeville. So
I'm glad you did, because I feel like it's so in the heart of the West Side, and then all the artists that kind of hang around in that area too. And then I love, if I'm going in there shopping, when you're having a little workshop, I love eavesdropping on that, because everybody's having so much fun. It's so unique and different. So I'm glad that's here.
Yeah, it's really fun. Actually, 2 weeks ago, I attended my first class. We've been open for 7 months, and so I've been very, very busy for the past
What class
year.
did you attend?
I took Molly Gleason's acrylic floral painting class, and it was so fun. It was so fun, and everyone is so impressed with what they can do, because when you do the process start to finish with an artist present, you surprise yourself. So everybody had a great time, and then I immediately was like, Molly, when can we get you on the calendar again? Because I would love to have her every month if she'll have us. So
I think sometimes people get in their head too much about working with an artist, because I feel like, well, I've not been an artist. I can't. I
I'd
don't know how
rather
to
work
do it.
with one than without one.
Isn't that the? I mean, you can ask questions and you can learn, and you learn more about yourself when you do that, and just open up to it.
Yeah.
And I think so many people would have fun, and the artists want to help you learn and want to teach you. That's what's so fun about it.
Yeah, it's very satisfying for everybody involved, for the instructors and for the attendees.
When the front part of your store is the vintage clothing and stuff like that, are there any vintage clothing trends that we should know about?
Ooh, that's a good question, Jason.
I feel like everything comes back. So pretty much everything that was made before will have a moment again. Right now, something that I feel like we're seeing a lot are drop waist and dresses. It was a very 80s trend where there's kind of like a heart shape that goes low on the belly of dresses. And it was you couldn't buy dresses like that until very recently. And you can buy them now at very mainstream stores. And so when I find a drop waist dress, I always pick it up.
So you said that was popular in the 80s? I'm trying to think of what that...
In early 90s as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to Google that.
All the prom dresses in like the late 80s, early 90s have this like heart-shaped low, like the waist starts lower on, and then the plumage of the dress
The
comes
plumage.
yeah. But
You seem like an old soul, though, that knows all these.
That's good plumage you got there.
In a good way. I mean, you're so young, but you appreciate the past and the past fashions. And you pick things that are so classy, and you really care about what's in that store.
Yeah.
Because it's so unique. I mean, I can't explain it. Y'all have to see it.
Well, I mean, not every store you can get plumage.
I feel like I'm in a
maybe.
No, you can get plumage. It's funny. I feel like I'm in a New York store when I go in Edison Hills. And I love that it's in Cookeville.
It's definitely inspired by little boutiques that I visited and when I was in D.C. and then visiting in other cities as well. Nashville has some locations like that as well. Just kind of the like eclectic, like curio shop vibe. Also, like Anthropologie is a huge inspiration, which of course is a modern brand, but they're constantly inspired by just vintage designs. And you can see in Anthropologie, they're kind of like a trend reviver. Like they'll pick up things from the past and they'll be the ones to bring
Urban
it
Outfitter
forward.
and things like that. Yes, that's so the vibe at Edison Hill, and I just love it. And even the jewelry that you have, and it's all affordable. It's all very
It's
affordable.
because there's so much of it on this earth already. Like, and that's part of, it's a little bit of some bringing things back to life that otherwise would be destined for a landfill or storage forever until it gets eaten by moths or whatever. Like there's so many clothing and accessories on this earth already. And if we can just kind of like curate them, clean them up, and put them out in a way that is like, it like allows you to see how they work with like the modern wardrobe. That's what we're trying to do, and yeah.
Man, I just feel, whenever I hear y'all talk about this, it makes me happy just to be a dude. Because this is exactly what I would have worn in like 9th grade.
You're so Karate Kid, Johnny.
Right. I mean,
and we have both of those in the shop right now. We've got vintage T-shirts and we've got Pearl Snap men's shirts. So
ooh, Pearl Snap men's shirts.
That's what I thought.
I just called it fancy.
If I just keep wearing the same stuff about every 20 or 30 or 40 years, I'd come back in style.
Yeah.
Well, you're good at mixing them out. He's better at than he thinks he is.
I feel great about it. I finally waited it out long enough to come back in style.
Yeah, you're in style.
Yeah, and actually there's things from my own childhood that, because vintage clothing is 20 years and I'm 30, so there's things that I wore as a kid that are now starting to come back into style.
If you're vintage, what am I?
Well, antique is...
No. Really old.
Yeah.
How do you find such
Vintage,
good?
We're retro.
Yeah, retro sounds cool.
Yeah, we're retro.
Yeah.
She's vintage.
How do you find such good things? I mean, how do you come across them? They're unique. They're good. They're still in great condition.
Yeah, we get most of our items from auctions and estates. We do also have just begun working with some textile recycling facilities where they are getting, like how you see those videos of like bales of clothing that get
Yes.
shipped off to other countries.
Yeah.
They're getting those kind of things and they're processing them and sorting them by type and material. And then you can buy bales of vintage from those facilities. So we just started working with one of those because fortunately we sell so much clothing, I can't find it fast enough. So the bag I have with me today is one of those items that came in. We bought like a bale of bags. But then I have to sort through it because I don't want to just put everything out and
That's why I say you're very particular because you have a brand that you have there.
Bale of bags sounds like a whole other store, though, doesn't it?
It's so much fun, but I know it's hard work too. I know it's because I've seen you clean up the things like she shows on Instagram, and I'm like, well, how's she going to make that look good?
Yeah.
And then it looks brand new after she's finished.
Well, that's part of the process because we don't want people looking at it and being like, ew, that looks old and gross. Like, I don't want that, when all it needs is just to be polished, So we definitely care about presenting things in as great or perfect a condition as possible. We really don't carry anything that has damage or stains on it. So when we buy this like bulk vintage, I'm still sorting through it and pulling only the things that I really care
you
about.
have such an eye for it. You really do.
Talking to Abby Whedon. Her vintage market is coming up. We'll talk more about that coming up here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good Morning Cookeville. Jason and Sheila with you live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 747.
And we have Abby Whedon. She is the owner of Edison Hills. It is on the west side. If you haven't been in, you need to stop by there and check it out. But you're also going to have a vintage market there, and that's coming up June 28th.
Yeah.
So tell us about your vintage market.
Yeah, so because our space is kind of flexible in the back, as far as it being my photo studio and the classroom, we do have a lot of floor space that we can claim for certain events that we want to do. And so from the beginning, I've wanted to host other vintage curators as well. So we're going to be having our first vintage market on June 28th, and we are going to have 4 other vintage curators in the space with us.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
when you say vintage curator, is everything clothes or is it other vintage products?
I think everybody that we have will be clothing or home goods.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't have any vintage clothing or home goods to sell.
How did you find out about these other people? Are they local or?
Yeah, so I actually just put a call out on social media. They are all local, but one of them, Whitaker Springs Antique, Thrifts by Odd, actually. She came in and asked me specifically if I'd ever do something like that. And I was like, yes, actually, I want to do that. So that was a couple months ago, and then we got the ball rolling. We also have the corner market. Brielle ran the little shop on the corner on Spring Street, and so she's going to be popping up with us. And then we have Par as well. So it's Corner Market, Par, Thrifts by Odd, and Whitaker Springs Antiques.
What do they bring? Do they bring something different that you don't currently have in your store, or is it?
It's up to them. Just whatever they want to bring, whatever they want to show off. I basically have sectioned up the space into 4 like booth sizes, and then they're responsible for bringing in their displays if they want clothing racks. It's fully, their own personal operation. Most of them have either sell vintage online or they have booths at like antique markets antique malls. And so they'll just pick what they think will, be appealing to our market.
What do you think the lure is for vintage clothing? I mean, is it better made? Is it softer? Is it what's the?
It's better made.
Well, I know
much
sure
better made.
Yeah.
And also the styles can be hard to find today. You can find some of them are being recreated for sure, but the materials and the manufacturing is so much better, especially like pre-80s, whenever all clothing was American made. If you can find something that's got a union tag on it, it will last forever.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. And we're also facing a lot of modern day clothing being made with plastic fabrics like polyester. And those
stretchy pants.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a place for polyester for sure in, the like clothing manufacturing, but, pretty much everything is losing like natural fibers like cotton or linen and wool. So yeah, you can find so much more of that in vintage clothing. And like I said, part of the appeal is just that there's so much of it on this earth already. If we can just gather it up and make it shiny and make people want to wear it again, it's good for the planet.
So when you get stuff from estate sales or these bales of whatever, what's the process then that you have to go through to make it, as you say, all clean and shiny?
Yeah. I mean, we do like a pretty thorough inspection on things to look for damage. Some things, if it is damage, I'll set it aside for us to repair ourselves if it's something really simple like a pop seam or a hem kind of unraveling. And then we launder them, clean them, physically clean them. Some things are totally clean, like straight away, and other things have like storage smell, so they're not dirty, but you can tell they've been packed away. And that's like probably my biggest enemy is like trying to fight that particular like odor of
How do you get like it smells like a little moldy or musty?
I mean, I just wash it till it's cleaned. It's simple. I run things through the washing machine multiple times if it doesn't come out how I want it. So yeah, I have a washing machine that doesn't have like a center agitator, which is supposed to be more gentle on the clothing, but yeah, it's pretty simple. I'm just picky. So like I'm not going to buy
what
it.
Makes it good.
If it's actually dirty, I'm just not going to acquire it. So that's contributing.
You were saying what's the allure of vintage? For me, it's something I like unique things, and when you pull something off the rack nowadays, it could be 5 or 6 people have that. The vintage, more people don't have it. So it's like I like unique stuff. I have a unique boho chic kind of style, and I feel like vintage is
boho chic.
Hey, that's real terminology.
What does that mean?
Bohemian chic.
Oh, bohemian chic.
Yeah. It's like I got a little hippie in me, but it's not 100%.
But kind of polished.
I didn't know.
But seriously, I feel like that's my
question.
style. That's what I gravitate to. And Edison Hills is that. And she's so picky about it that you're getting something good and it's good quality.
Yeah.
So that's what makes her store so unique.
And I think we talked about this the last time you were in here, that there is some guy stuff there. This isn't all for the ladies.
No,
it's a lot of vintage guy clothing.
There's some retro dude stuff there as well.
Yes, there is. I will say it is a little bit harder to find men's clothing that I want to get, because sometimes it can be harder to date men's clothing because the styles kind of
Stay the
morph
same.
across decades. Yeah,
Yeah.
because women's clothing, you can look at it and know immediately what decade it came from,
Right.
based off of so many different details on it. But the men's clothing is harder, so I'm basically relying on the tags on the neck is one of the ways that you can date clothing. So it's a little bit harder to find men's clothing, but I always buy it when I find it. And we actually have several really amazing like Western suits in the store right now for men.
Like Western suits, like what do you mean Western? Like
They've got those like panels that come down in the front,
Oh,
on the
yeah.
shoulders.
The 70s?
I'm actually not totally sure. I believe they're probably late 70s, early 80s, just by the other items I acquired from that man. But I bought like 10 suits from the same estate.
Are they fanciful or are they normal? Like, are they Marty Stewart? You don't know who that is.
Do you know Manuel in Nashville that creates some of them?
Yeah. They're not like
asking
that.
if-
They're not
Okay,
like that.
all right.
These are actually during one of the last Cookeville Lifestyle shoots, we had two of our artists, the artist edition.
Yeah.
Two of the men bought the coats and wore them in their own pictures. There are
Oh,
two
really?
of them in the same issue because they're both like, I really like this coat.
Yeah. Those are cool. I mean, John Dutton wears them in Yellowstone, and he always looks cool.
Well, yeah.
I think you got to be the right guy for that coat.
It's
that jacket.
Kevin Costner, so yes, he
Right.
looks good in it.
But it's one of those things that not everybody's going to look good
Yeah,
in.
and the other thing is that because those all came from the same man, they're all the same size, and so
Mm-hmm.
it takes a little bit longer for them to find the person that it fits. But when they come out of the dressing room and they're like, "Look, it fits!"
Yeah.
They're so excited. And actually, one of my friends recently bought one, and then another artist friend put some like crazy cool embroidery up on the shoulders. It looks so cool. He wore it to a wedding. It's actually it was a guest at Brandy Lynn's wedding reception recently. But
Mhm.
yeah, it was so cool. I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want to see. This is the goal.
Huh, I never would have thought about that.
Oh man, I bet some of
further
the
embellishing.
Yeah.
Some of the fun for you would be when the clothing finds the right person and you see them in it.
Yes, I had a couple people wear dresses to prom and then tag us on Instagram and be like, look, here's the dress at prom. And I'm like,
So they bought a vintage dress to go to prom. Well, I mean, I don't really, when you're scrolling through and you're seeing, well, at this point, all of my friends' grandkids going to prom, it's kind of, it's like the dresses haven't changed that much.
yeah,
They're
they're swinging
basically the
they're
same.
swinging back towards like a more classic style right now for
Yeah.
sure. But when I went to prom in 2013, I bought a dress that wasn't registered because you're supposed to register your dress if you buy it locally to make sure that no one else wears the same dress to your prom. But I bought an unregistered dress because I bought it in Knoxville, and I was like, no one will have this dress. Somebody else had that dress.
Oh, no.
So if you buy a vintage dress, you're guaranteed to be the only one wearing it.
Right, yeah. You can't trust the unregistered.
Yeah.
I do have one. Now, you're so good at this. Have you always been interested in this since you were a kid?
Yeah, but that's sort of the influence of both my grandmothers and my mom. They all like the treasure hunts.
Mhm.
So honestly, my mom she's not really when I was growing up, she wasn't really hunting for vintage. She was just hunting for deals, and she was hunting for like high quality items. And so I would go to yard sales with Mama, and then I would go to thrift stores with Nanny, and then my mom, we would just
That's where
end
it all
up.
started for you.
Yeah, it totally.
Well, I was thinking, I know there's classes where you can take business courses and things like that, but your passion, you can't teach that.
No.
Her eye and her passion is all her.
Right.
So, and I'm not just trying to kiss up. I mean, it's really a unique
Sounds
store.
like Sheila's working for
I
a
love that
discount
store.
later.
I love that store. It's just something really special. So I
Thank
think
you.
people need to check it out.
Thank you so much.
I'm trying to get my mom to go to one of the classes
Mm-hmm.
because I think it was something you were doing with wool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the needle felted
Yeah,
lamps are coming up. My
yeah.
mom's teaching that.
So my mom, she knows how to do that already. But I thought, man, how fun would it be for her just to go hang out for a little while.
Yeah.
And plus, she would like all that vintage and retro stuff.
And
as
the
well.
other thing that we use our classroom for is we do free community events. So we have a bring your own craft night, which is free. And then we also have a knitting and crochet circle. So that's perfect for people that already do an activity on their own, but they just want to come hang out with other people who are doing the same thing. Yeah. And they've been a huge
old
hit.
school. I mean, that's what I mean.
Telling you, she's an old soul.
That's what I mean. You see it all the time. You know, at least on the movies or whatever, or the Waltons, and where
it's
ladies
almost
would
like
get together and do that.
Right, it's just like a store. With its own community.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Plenty Bookstore. Everybody has their own little thing.
That's my hope. I would love to be compared to Plenty.
Yeah.
They're so good at bringing people together. And that's part of our mission, is just getting people together to express themselves creatively in our own community.
Abby Whedon's been in the studio with us. Her vintage market is coming up on June the 28th. Be sure to give her the store and her a follow on all the socials to keep up with all the stuff that's going on. Is that the best way to find you? Is Facebook and Instagram?
Yep, on Facebook and Instagram, we're just under Edison Hills, and our website's the same, edisonhills.com, where you can see the full calendar and RSVP or buy tickets to whatever we're doing.
Well, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Sheila, coming up tomorrow, who we got?
Well, Monday.
Or Monday, yeah.
It's
Friday, isn't it?
Ricky Shelton's going to be in to talk about Red, White, and Boom.
All right.
Also, Chelsea Dartez, the magazine drop is Monday.
Okay.
We had the party yesterday. Jake Hoot's on the cover, and she'll talk about that and who's on the inside stories and all that stuff.
Sounds great. We'll see y'all then. It's Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window Studio. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.